Welcome to Your Success TV. I'm Ken Wells, your host, and today we're going to be talking about the Canadian Experience Class Program. This is a program which immigrants use to get permanent residence in Canada. And today I'm joined by Florendo Llameg, who's an immigration lawyer with Devry Smith Frank LLP. And Florendo helps businesses and individuals to get both permanent and temporary residence in Canada. So Florendo, welcome to the show.
It's my pleasure being here, Ken.
So there are a few different ways that people can get permanent residence in Canada, and today we're going to talk about the Canadian Experience Class Program. So can you tell us a little bit about that program?
The Canadian Experience Class Program, Ken, is one of the programs administered by Citizenship and Immigration Canada, or CIC, under which temporary workers are allowed to apply for permanent residency in Canada.
So what are the eligibility requirements to apply for this program?
For one to be able to qualify under this program, he or she must meet the following. Number one, he should be ready to live outside Quebec. Number two, the applicant must have at least 12 months of full-time or equivalent part-time skilled work experience. Again, keyword skilled work experience within the last 3 years before filing the application. The next requirement would be that the potential applicant must meet the language level requirement for the experience, the work experience she or she has in the different language abilities like reading, listening, writing, and listening. And also, the work experience must be gained inside Canada with the proper authorization, Ken.
So what is skilled work experience? What is the skilled experience required?
Ken, that term is a defined term, Ken, under the National Occupational Classification. It is the Bible of occupation, so to speak. Under that classification, the skilled work experience is defined by way of enumeration. It includes the managerial jobs. It is classified as skill type O, and professional jobs classified as skill type A. And thirdly, the technical job or skilled trades classified as skill type B. By way of giving examples, managerial jobs, you have human resources managers, manufacturing managers. Professional jobs, nurses, pharmacists. Trade skills, you have carpenters, plumbers.
Okay, so how does one apply to get into this program?
To apply under this program, the CIC has recently launched on January 1, 2015, the Express Entry System. Under this system, CIC now manages the applications under the following categories: Federal Skilled Workers Program, Federal Trade Skill Program, and the Canadian Experience Class Program, which we're discussing now. So to apply under this program, one must first create the Express Entry profile on the CIC website anytime, no deadline. And those who created the profiles will be ranked or reviewed by CIC. Those at the very top will be given the invitations to apply for permanent residence under this program. And if they're lucky enough to get the invitations, then they will have a period of 60 days within which to file the application package. And it is announced by CIC that the processing time will be around about 6 months to process the application.
Okay, so who cannot apply to get into this program?
Actually, under this program, Ken, it is for people who have gained the skilled work experience, which I told you is a defined term. So the following cannot apply. First, a potential applicant who has gained experience without the proper authorization. Two, if his work experience does not fall under the managerial jobs, professional job, or skilled trades jobs. Or if the experience was gained under a study permit, you cannot qualify. Or if the experience was obtained while being under self-employed, it must be a paid employment.
Okay. So the process obviously takes some time.
It does.
So can one start the process, get the ball rolling, why don't we say before that 12 months comes up?
Unfortunately not. The applicant, before applying, must see to it that he has already met all the requirements before applying. Strict rule from CIC.
Can one apply under the Canadian Experience Program if he or she is returned to their home country?
Yes, can. If the potential applicant has already met the requirements under the program, the applicant can definitely apply regardless of where he resides at the time of the application.
Okay, and are there language requirements that go along with this as well to apply for the program?
Yes, there are. Under the Canadian Language Benchmark, or CLB, it is the Canadian standard to describe or measure the language ability of prospective immigrants to Canada who want to live and work in Canada. So applicants under this program must be able to meet the language level requirement by passing the language tests in English or French given by the language centers designated by CIC. So for managerial and professional jobs, they must be able to meet the CLV 7 level. But for the trade skills technical jobs, they must be able to meet the CLB 5 level. But I must point out, Ken, that when they do apply and they submit the language test results, those results must not be more than 2 years old.
Okay, so Florendo, what about an individual that has Canadian work experience abroad, right? Can that also count towards their 12 months as well?
Probably you're referring working in a Canadian company abroad.
Yeah.
In that particular case, Ken, that will not count towards this the experience under the program, simply because the rule is that the work experience must be gained inside Canada. So that Canadian company abroad is not to be treated as an extension of Canadian territory under this program.
Okay. And is does it have to be paid work experience in Canada? And also, is there a minimum wage salary that somebody has to receive to qualify?
It must be a paid employment in Canada. One has to have a paid employment. He must have earned a wage or salary or a commission, but there is no requirement, a minimum wage requirement, so to speak.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for today, so thank you very much for being on the show. We hope that you found it very informative. And again, Florendo, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Anybody who's looking for assistance on immigration or immigration law, I encourage you to get in contact with Florendo at Devry Smith Frank, and we'll have his contact info at the bottom of this video. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.